All right, and today we're going to be looking at the wave count with Decentraland, and most of you know this project as Mana, and this is one of the very nice projects which I've also been looking at in the near future because it has a lot of potentials. And apart from that, I'm not really a good fan of the fundamentals. Okay, I just look at the market and then I look at what the overall market participants are doing because the Elliot waves give me an idea of what the whole feeling of the whole general market participants or those traders actually doing. So it gives me an idea when they're buying, it gives me an idea when they're selling, and it gives me an idea when they're actually doing nothing. Okay, so those are also indicated in terms of wave. Okay, in terms of wave and also those wave formation. Okay, so it gives me an idea of what the market is doing and also what I intend to do, because I put it to you guys that there's a very big difference between an analyst and also a trader. Okay, so as an analyst, you want to be looking at the market and you're going to be making statements about the market, but as a trader, you want to be just looking at, not just looking at the market and making statement about the market. You should be able to identify what areas you should start looking for some buying opportunities, on what areas you should start looking for some selling opportunities. But there's a very big difference between the two. Okay, so once money is involved, greed and fear is actually involved. Okay, so those two things play a very important role in market movements. Okay, so fear and greed, fear of losing money and greed of wanting to make everything of the market, and that is all reflected in the candlesticks formation, in the pattern formation, in also the price movement. This is why price action and also reading price actions is very much important in the life of every trader. All right, let's just deep down into it and then let's see what we have and also what areas we should start looking for opportunities based on what the market has also presented to us. Okay, looking at this one here, we are on a 4-hourly time frame. Okay, so I want to be on a 4-hourly time frame first, and before then I just want to take a little view and also share with you my view of the monthly time frame. Let's look at the candle formation here. Okay, because I look at the candle formation because it gives me an idea of what is going on in the market. All right. Okay, so a monthly time frame looks just as this. Okay, so we had a very strong candle here, followed by this strong candle. We started to have some bearish momentum coming in on a monthly scale. Indecision candle right here, it dropped to downside. Okay, so we are still in the months. Okay, we're still in the months, and I would say that there is a little bit of indication of bullish entrance here. Okay, so it's actually not confirmed and there's a little bit of bullish entrance there. So I'm just gonna do a little thing for you guys. I'm just gonna put up a zone right here. I'm gonna put up that zone right there. Okay, just go ahead, put up that zone right there for you guys. Okay, so that's the last environment we did see some bullish actions around. Okay, let's just go over on a weekly time frame first. Okay, on a weekly time frame, you can as well see that this territories which I just pointed out to you guys is also reflected on the weekly time frame. Okay, so on a weekly time frame, what we could identify is that we've seen series of activities going on. Okay, so we've seen series of bullish momentum right here up to that point. They will also seen bearish momentum coming in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we've had 5 weeks of bearishness until this very candle here, and this candle here looks just really unique, and also one of those candles which I love to see for bullish entrance, and I call it the filling candle. Whenever you see a candle such as this one here, you can always expect the next candle to always come in and then fill up this week. Okay, this week right here is actually a sign that buyers pushed price into this high but it couldn't close at this high, and actually sellers actually pushed price back to close at this area here. Overall, we did close bullish on the week, so it's one of the setups which we will look to take advantage, because the next set of buyers that will also present at this point here will also try or attempt to continue pushing the market to also reach new highs. Okay, so those one of the things we want to look to capitalize on and also take advantage of in this presentation here. All right, so let's look at on a daily time frame. Okay, I didn't just count the weight for you guys. I go over to see price actions with you guys. Okay, so share with you what I think, what the market is doing. Okay, so and how I intend to plug in into whatever is happening in the market. And as you guys also seeing that this area here is also reflected on a daily time frame. And if we go over closely, we can as well see that this area here is also a very important area. And you guys can see that in this area here we had some bit of pin bar. Okay, so we had very good price action going on here. We had a pin bar followed with a bearish candle that also confirmed the bearishness to downside. Okay, so in the Bitcoin upside, okay, so this is the areas which this is the very first area which I want to take very important. Okay, very important because we had liquidity in this area. Okay, we had liquidity in this area, and for liquidity to be in this area, we can expect that price could also act like a magnet inside this area. Okay, so this area here is a very important area because we had supply right around here, we had demand right around here, and we had price break to downside, creating another supply right around here. So if price would want to progress to the upside, we have to actually have to face some bit of structural resistance here, or some sort of resistance inside of this territory of orders. Okay, so we'll be having orders sitting around these territories right there. Okay, and this area here around the 2.8 is what we're going to aim for. Okay, in this analysis or setup right here. Okay, so we're going to aim for that area right there. Okay, so let's just look at what is going on the daily time frame or on the 4-hourly time frame. Okay, but before then, let's just introduce the Elliot wave concept into this one right here. Okay, so what's going on? Okay, and well, we've had some bit of downtrends. Okay, so over some periods, and it's not really a very nice scene. Okay, I'll put that up. Not really nice scene. We can as well see some structures. Okay, first I want to look at some structures with you guys. Okay, so what's happening structurally? Okay, we had a very strong impulse right here. Okay, this was an extreme. Okay, so we started having some bit of downtrend coming in right from that point on. So we can put this up as start of the downtrend, right? Because we started having some lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, then lower highs, and then we had that price have stopped making new lows. Okay, price then stopped making new lows. Okay, coming into this territory, testing one more time, and price have also made what could actually be identified as a double bottom. Okay, so we've started to see new price developments after the double bottom, and this is what we're going to be looking at. Okay, after double bottom right here, we've started to see price development, so it's a very good one. And looking at this one here, I can actually look at this and actually make meaning of this. Okay, so I can plot out and then make a decision as to what I want to do. First, I want to point it out to you that I see a possible structure from left to right. I'll just put up a zone here. I see a possible structure right here. Okay, so this is where I see possible structure, and I'll put up to you guys what I see here. Okay, I see a possible impulse right here, so I could as well label this as a wave 1. Okay, and I see a possible drop, corrective wave. Okay, just put up the zones. I see a possible impulse. This one here has broken above the previous highs. Okay, it's one thing to know, okay, what a formation would look like, but it's another thing to be able to identify it in its formation state. Okay, can you really identify that in its formation state? And I pointed out to you guys that many of the times when I'm looking at the B wave of a flat or running flat, be it an expanded flat, okay, such that we can have the extreme of the B wave break above this kind of structure right here, which also created the initial wave A. And I want to see this being a fast move. Okay, I don't want to see this being 5-wave move. I want to see this being a 3-wave move, or sometimes a very fast move to the upside, which is oftentimes very difficult to count because of the internal structures are oftentimes very small in the pullbacks. Okay, and this also shows a very clear indication of this kind of setup right here. So I can as well label this as, put this up as an A, B right here, and then I could put this as a C right here. Okay, first, we don't actually know, you can't actually say for sure what is going to happen in the market now. Okay, or oftentimes later. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put up this because I see a possible structure here, and we have what could also be a possible double bounce instead of this territory bounce once, bounce twice. So we could point this out to be our C leg. So this is going to be our own representation of a flat structure. So this is going to be my flat structure. Okay, and we can as well put up some stuff like this. Okay, so I pointed to you guys that anytime when I'm looking at structures like this, I put this up for the aid of vision. Okay, I put this up for the aid of vision because it helped me see cleanly what is going on. Okay, so I think I'll just go over to a 1 hourly time frame to really break this down for you guys. Okay, on a 1 hourly time frame, what we can identify that we've completed a flat structure here. So I'll point it out to you guys that we are done with some wave right here. So we can as well label this as either a wave 1 right at the top, or I could as well label this as anything, but definitely this is an impulse. So I'll just go ahead and put this up first. I would like to put this up as a wave A. I would like to put this up as a wave B, and I would like to see price develop to the upside in order to create a wave C. Okay, not to create a wave C. And as you guys know, remember guys, this area here is where I want to target. Okay, some sort of areas around here. I don't want to expect the price is going to break through this point just yet. Okay, I'm going to put up an extreme say around 2.85. okay, to 2.85 is just fine, and this is the max extreme I want to go until I see price close above on either a weekly or a daily time frame. So I think we're done with this setup right here. So we're going to be looking for some bullish opportunities or buying opportunities. Okay, so starting the wave count of the internal structures here, I can as well go down on a 30 minutes time frame. Okay, so I see a possible extreme ABC. This is also a typical example of another setup that could also play out nicely if we take a close look at it right there. Okay, so I'm expecting some sort of contraction to complete. Okay, so we've seen A, B. Right, this has broken. Wow, so we can put this as an AB. So we just go ahead and put this as what it is. Okay, so we have let me just go ahead and check this out first. I think I want you guys to see what I'm seeing cleanly. Okay, I think I see an impulse, correction impulse. Okay, so I see an ABC. We could as well expect that we could as well want to test the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement. So I'm going to stay here. Okay, I'm going to stay here and then expect price to hit back this zone. Okay, once price hits back this zone, that's going to be my entry point. Okay, if I will hit this zone first, this is going to be my entry point. Otherwise, I'm going to expect that once price breaks through this area here, I'm going to have a new low, okay, which is going to be below this previous low, possibly 10 pips, 15 pips below this previous low. And like as well put my stop loss just below the 61.8 as well for most safety. I can as well do that. Okay, so I'm going to expect that once price breaks through this zone, I'm going to look at a new phase of market. I'm going to look at price starting a new confirmation or a confirmation wave to the upside. That price can also want to start from this zone upside. Okay, okay, so that's what I'm going to work it out with you guys. Okay, so if you have any questions, you can also drop it in the comment section, or which other currency pair you want to see next in my analysis. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel to get all the insight whenever I post content such as this one. I share with you the Elliot wave and also teach you guys the Elliot wave concept on daily, weekly basis, and also share with you technical analysis based on the Elliot wave concept. And as well, you can also make cool cash of it, and you can also learn a lot in this way. Okay, so see you next time. I love you all.